Hi, everybody, and welcome to my channel, Bebe's Bungalow. I'm Denise. I have a big announcement to make. I'm having a lobotomy. No. After you see the chaos in my house, I feel like I'm going to need one. Um, no, the big announcement is that I am going to completely change. Sorry. I'm holding on to the camera this time and it's like really bugging me for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, um, yes, I'm changing the look of my channel, the look of my house, actually. I'm not going to be doing this, the primitive early American style. I can't find anything when I'm thrifting in that style. I can go on Etsy and buy all the things, but it's going to be too expensive, especially with shipping. So, after my last video and after all the things that were happening in our lives between the tragedy and our dog missing that we've never found, health issues with me, um, I had to sit back and think about what am I going to do? This It's not working. Um, it's too long in between videos. I'm still having trouble with editing, with getting my videos up onto YouTube. Um, I'm even having trouble getting into my business email so that I can correspond with people. Sorry, Becky. um, yes. Uh, when I went into my business email to see if I got any responses or anything, it was saying I had nothing in there. So I'm like, oh, all right, no, okay, no one, that's fine. I'm new. It's okay. So I went and commented on a video. And when I went back to the comment that I made on the video, this person replied back to me. And I'm like, oh, how do I do this? To get in touch with her. And so I had to have my son come in. And I said, I don't know how to reply to this person, Becky. Um, so when he got to my business email, there she was. She was trying to get a hold of me since February. And I'm like, how did you do this, Mark? I said, every time I try to look at it, it says that I don't have anything. So I replied back to her. I'm hoping that when when she replies back, that it's all going to work out. So I had that stress on my mind because YouTube is really stressing me out right now because I just can't seem to get it in my brain how to do this. And I'm constantly bugging my poor son. I mean, constantly. And he does it because he's such a good kid, man. He's not a kid anymore. And he does it to help his mom. He loves his mom. But when I ask him, he's like, yeah, let me eat dinner first, or let me take a shower. I'm like, thank you. So now that I'm not doing the early American stuff, I looked at other channels and the things that I can really find down here, and that I can actually, I kind of like this style even better than the primitives, even though I still love wildflower. Well, Yeah, Wildflower Home Decor, Kim. I love her house. I asked her to adopt me. Um, I just can't do it down here. So the thing that I can do down here, cottage core, grandma chic. So I looked at all the different channels for that. Um, I looked at Shelby's cottage. Oh my god, she is the cutest thing. Okay, I don't remember her name. I'm so sorry. Shelby. Shelby's cottage. Oh, good lord! I need a lobotomy. I need help. I need something. So I said, all right, I can find that. I mean, even Hobby Lobby, it has, the cottage section. So that's what I'm going to do. This channel is now going to be cottage core, grandma chic. With that said, I looked at A Home to Love, um, Delina's channel. I have a hard time with her name, Delina. I want to call her Delaney, and it's not Delaney, it's Delina. Um, she went and did peel and stick wallpaper on her bookshelves, and I loved it. So I'm going to show you the mess I've been living in. And I cleaned up for you. I cleaned up my dining room table because I had so much stuff on it. Okay. I'm going to turn you around. I hope. I do not want to pause this, or I should say, I don't want to stop videoing so I don't have to edit. I do not want to edit. With that said, I'm going to try, and I don't know what. Nope, it's not allowing me. Hold on. Well, I guess I'm going to have to edit after all. Okay, so this is what I've been living with. This was all from my bookcases. I've got everything down here. I did have a cute little display on my coffee table, and guess what? It's no longer cute. Um, there we are. Everything is out. I have the what do you call that? Uh, I can't think of the stuff. I'll show you. Okay. Yes, I'm gonna make you dizzy. Welcome to my world. All right. Um, it's this stuff that Delina had recommended. I don't know what you call it. Okay, this stuff. I'm losing my mind. And I picked out this really pretty paper. I love it. Look at this. It's so cottage. Isn't this pretty? Well, guess what? It's not happening. You know why? Because my husband, who was doing this for me, sweet man, he said, Denise, the repeat is too large. And he goes, it's hard to work with. He goes, we're going to go through so much wallpaper. And this particular wallpaper wasn't cheap, this peel and stick. He goes, Denise, he goes, can you find another print that you love that is like the same print throughout so I can match it up? And I did. So that's coming Friday. So I have another, today is Wednesday, April 1st. Oh, yay. Um, so another couple of days. I really need to get this done because I am hosting Easter. I'm making lunch, 1 o'clock. This has got to get done because I cleaned that up too. I did it different, by the way, from my last video. I put the pictures of Jesus and the empty tomb down here. So all I have up here is the stone and the stems and some lanterns. So that's different. My table over here is different. And yeah, don't mind the mess right here. Because, I mean, it was everywhere. And like I said, I cleaned up for you guys because you couldn't even see my fireplace. So this is different. Okay. I did my books down here. And I have like a little poem with a flower, that I just stuck there. Um, so the bottom of my fireplace, I think, looks so much better. I painted that riser that used to be in my bedroom on my fireplace because I had, um, at one point, we had our TV on it. And then underneath, we had like our VCR when VCRs were a thing. And so I just put a candle on top of the radio. And then up here, I did differently. I painted my lanterns white instead of black. And I just added a little bow. I put the dishes out. I have a candle in the teacup. I don't know if you can see that. I placed a thrifted dish here. Still have my bunny couple and another little candle in that teacup, the lantern. I painted the pot that had this plant in it just so you could see it because it was a really dark, dark color. And I think I'm going to lighten up this coal scoop because it's just so dark now. It's not going to go with my cottage theme. Uh, these I made. These were hanging at one point off of this sign, and I painted the frame green because again it was like the color of the dark wood. So I brightened it up. But before, I had these little signs hanging because they had like a fall colors, because they were fall little plaques that I got from Michael's years ago. And instead, I said, no, I'm going to paint them and I'm going to stick uh, decoupage papers on and then kind of like put some antiquing wax, to make them look vintage. But that's what I did there. I like it a lot better. And I like how the fireplace came out. When I first did my Easter decorate, I didn't like it. Just like I didn't like my table. Well, now I did it different on my dining room table. And like I said, I had piles and piles of stuff all over it. Um, so what I did here was I just grouped everything together into the center with my two antique bunnies there. Um, I took the little peat pots, I painted them, and did a little sponge technique on them, put candles in it, and it looks really cute at night, all lit up. So that's what I did there. Before I had like my lanterns and I had some plates and different things. And I didn't like it. When I did my last video, I didn't like what I did, especially with the cards that I had, tacky. So this is what my dining room looks like now. My kitchen table. I'm getting ready to do a show, my very first show. And so I'm making spring decor. So I have all my supplies out here, which I really have to make sure I get it all done. Saturday's my last day that I can do all this because I'm hosting lunch. So I'm going to be selling these little bird wreaths. These down here, I still have to add little tiny flowers um, on the birds' nests. So I did that. Um, I did this different over here. I had a bunch of plates and my tier tray, and instead these three things were up here, well, I took them down and I put all my plates up there, and it looks so much better. I'm like, why couldn't I have done that in the beginning? So that's what I did different here. And I think it looks so much better. Um, yeah, don't mind the mess here. So over here, this is what I have on my kitchen table usually. My little tray. And then this is other things that I'm making. I got bigger peat pots, and I stuck eggs in it with the florals. This doesn't necessarily have to be just for Easter because it's not the traditional Easter egg, it's regular looking eggs. So you can leave it all out for spring. Another design I did. Here's some more with the bigger ones. And then I have some over here on my windowsill. Let me see if I can. Can you see this one? Go this way. I have my tiny ones. Did that. And this one. Yeah. And then another pink one. So I'm going to see how they do. And then I got to run to the Dollar Tree because I have something else that I want to build. I want to make at least 4 of them. I will show you those. Yeah, so, well, I'll show you those when I actually make them. Like I said, I've got to get all this stuff done by Saturday. All right, so another part of my problem, like I said, the whole living room was a disaster. Most of this stuff that's on the coffee table was on my dining table and on my couches. Of course, my couch is pulled up further so we can get behind there to work. So I can't stand a mess. I really can't. And oh my goodness, the chaos, the chaos. Okay, I did something different here. Um, and I added a little wreath that I forgot that I had. I found it when I was cleaning out my cabinets. Okay, now, another thing. My husband's trying to get George, our motorhome, set for travel this year, and he decided to take a break and start painting my sister's room, and then stopped and started on George again. So I have this to deal with. I have all this stuff on the bed because I had to take things off the walls, take things off the shelves because I had to take the shelves down. I did all the cutting in, and this TV has to come down. It just has to come down. But so this is the color we're painting it, which is the same color as my bathroom redo. Okay. Well, you really can't see it. Well, okay, you can see the difference this way. Still got to do this. So this room, I can't have my grandkids come over. Which, by the way, big announcement, big announcement. My daughter is expecting again, and she's due August 11th. I don't know if we're going to be back in time because we're going to be up in New England. So we're hoping. So, yes, this will be her third. Yay! So my little family's growing. Don't look at my bedroom. I didn't make my bed. So, what we're going to do, we're coming back through here. That paper is not going to go to waste, my floral peel and stick. What I have decided to do, is I'm not painting my cabinets like I said I wanted to. They're going to stay this blue-gray. Okay, I just have to touch up certain parts of it. So these are staying this color, but the green that I'm painting the spare room and what I have in my bathroom is going on the walls. Okay, so it's going to be green and blue, very cottage. Okay, and remember the curtains that I have over here? Well, those curtains used to be under my sink. Okay, we took the doors off, I had them there, and I have another set that went on that door and that door. Okay, well, when little Nevaeh was born and she started walking, she started getting into all my cabinets, especially under the sink. So I took those out, put the doors back on. And now that we have another little one that's coming into the world, I told my husband, okay, we got this paper. Ta-da. We're going to do this door, and the sink doors with this wallpaper. How fun. How fun. And it goes good. Oh, okay. I can't do a good job with that. But I mean, it goes really good with the cabinet color, and it goes really good in with the green, because I held it up in the bathroom, and I held it up. Well, I held it up in the bathroom because I had better lighting, and it's gonna look so cottage in here. We're not sure if we're gonna do the pantry doors. Um, we have to see, is it gonna be too loud? You know, having the pantry doors along with the other doors. But so, all right. I'm trying to think. I think that was it. I think that's all I needed to say. The update that I'm doing uh, with the house. Uh, okay. My husband always watches my videos. Okay. So he's going to learn this the same time you're going to learn it. Um, this isn't going to go. The border is not going to go with cottage core. So I have an idea. Um, I'm just not going to say it right now, but I'm not going to deal with this. I'm going to do those first. I'm going to decorate around it, and then I will change it. The wall color is staying the same. I am not going to get into all that painting and stuff, no, because it's like a gold color on the bottom, and I've seen yellows and golds in cottage decor. So yeah, yeah, so that's my big announcement, along with the new baby, and she's having a girl. The only thing she's not telling us is what gender, what name. She's gonna leave that as a surprise. So I'm going to turn the camera around, which means I'm going to have to stop it and start it again and say my goodbyes. Okay. I'm trying not to get a glare. All right. So this is my video, the update. Um, I can get to the replies on my video. So if you want to make a comment on the new and improved BB's cottage, BB's bungalow, I'm telling you guys, I have a problem. I'm a mess. It's best if you do it in the comment section so I can actually read them. So yeah, if you want to reply to it, that'd be great. I want to know your thoughts. Um, I'm really gonna like this a lot better. It's gonna be light and bright, which is what I need in this house, because the the great room here has no windows except for the sliding glass doors, which doesn't allow a lot of light because it's enclosed back there. One of the previous owners, decided that they were going to make a porch out of that. So it darkened everything. But anyway, I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you, Becky, for giving me a shout out. Um, I am going to have fun with this channel. I really am. Like I said, I am so bound and determined to learn this stuff. So bear with me. I'm new still, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Okay? You just stick it out with me, all right? Yes. All right. Love you all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.